Welcome, everybody. It's Whiz Kids Week. We've scoured America for its greatest young minds, and now we're giving them a chance to win $1 million. Today, right here, on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Welcome to the show. You guys ready to play Millionaire today? This is a great week. Let me tell you about our first Whiz Kid. Most students take the SAT when they're about 17, but our next Whiz Kid received a perfect score on the math section of the SAT when he was 11 years old. I got 11 questions right. He's from Cupertino, California. Please welcome 13-year-old Shiva Oswal. Welcome to Millionaire. Are you ready to go today?
Yes, sir.
All right, I like that. I like the energy. Well, you're about to face 14 questions. The money value is growing from $500 all the way up to that $1 million. You have your 3 lifelines, and because it's Whiz Kids Week, we've added a special 4th lifeline just for you called Cut the Question. If you get a question that you don't think you can answer, you can just cut it, and we'll replace it with an easier question. All right? You can use that lifeline up into and including that $50,000 threshold question. All right? Are you ready to roll?
Yes.
I feel good about this. Let's play. Who wants to be a millionaire? All right, Shiva, we're going to start you off with that $500 question. Good luck. Here we go. A geologist would likely be least helpful for answering questions about which of the following? Granite boulders, precious stones, igneous rocks, fruity pebbles.
So, geologist covers, like, geo stands for Earth. So, geologists would probably be running around answering questions about the Earth. Granite is a type of rock, and that's part of the Earth. Precious stones you find in rock. Igneous rocks are, well, one of the 3 classes of rocks. And fruity pebbles, D, final answer.
You're right. You got it. There's $500. Good start. All right, Shiva, $1,000 question. A subtle hint that he's one of the good guys. The name of which of these characters from the Transformers movies roughly translates to best first? Rampage, Devastator, Optimus Prime, Bone Crusher.
So, I'm not a big Transformers fan, but I'm going to take the clue best first, and my knowledge of Latin prefixes. Best in Latin is roughly optimal. That's where we get the root optimal. And first is like prime, like primary sources, secondary sources. So I'm going to lock in C, final answer.
Really, you don't like I like the Transformers series.
No.
No, I did. So I'm just wrong.
Yeah.
I'm sticking with it. You got it right. I'm a sucker for those movies. I didn't like the last one. $1,000. Let's go for 2. Whose website includes an FAQ section that answers such questions as, why isn't that alligator moving? Is it dead or fake? The Gateway Arch, Central Park, Dodger Stadium, Everglades National Park.
So alligators. I don't think there are many alligators on the Gateway Arch in St. Louis. Central Park, well, Catcher in the Rye, there are ducks in Central Park, but no alligators. Dodger Stadium, no alligators beside, like, some sports fans. And so, I guess you'll find alligators running around in Everglades National Park. D, final answer.
Makes the most sense to me, too. You got it. That's $2,000. And this will get you to $3,000. In chemistry class, you can enjoy all the primary colors just by observing sulfur, since it burns blue, is yellow when solid, and melts into what color liquid? Orange, violet, green, or red?
Primary colors. So, I think we all know the primary colors, but give me a second. I am going to say D, red. Final answer.
I'm going to say you're right. You got it. Red, of course, is the primary color. $3,000. All right, this fifth question worth $5,000 is the first threshold you can get to. So here's your question. Popular at Chipotle, carnitas consists of crisp shredded roast pork and literally means what in Spanish? Little pieces, little meats, little strings, little mouthfuls.
So carne is meat. So I'd assume carnitas means little meats. So B, final answer.
$5,000. You got it. All right, Shiva. There you go. You cruised through those first 5 questions. Played a great game. We're going to come back. We're going to add to that $5,000 next. Welcome back to Millionaire. Shiva Oswal is my whiz kid at this current moment, and you are whizzing through the board right now. 5 questions in, $5,000 in the bank. All 4 of your lifelines are on the board, and again, you reach that threshold, so you can't lose that money. That's definitely yours. All we can do is add to it. It's a nice position to be in, so let's add to it right now, and let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Here we go. $7,000 question is up next. Here it is. Which of the following fictional comic book characters has won a Pulitzer Prize? Bruce Wayne, Clark Kent, Tony Stark, Bruce Banner.
I wish I could say my knowledge for math could translate into knowledge of comic books.
You're probably too busy studying and getting A's to read comic books.
Yeah, I'm going to cut the question.
Okay.
Final.
Final? All right. We will cut this question. We'll get you a new one. But first, let's have a little fun. You want to take a guess?
Clark Kent.
Yeah, it was Clark Kent. Do you know who that is? Superman.
Oh.
He was a writer at the Daily Planet as well as his alter ego there. Okay, enough with my knowledge of comic books. Let's get rid of that question. Here's your new question. Allowing users to exercise free speech on their wall posts, according to a Virginia court, liking something on Facebook is now protected by the what? First Amendment, Second Amendment, Third Amendment, or Fourth Amendment?
Well, I don't think I need to call up the lawyer for this one.
That would be your dad.
A final answer.
First Amendment, free speech is right. $7,000. And you still have 3 more lifelines if you need them. Chance to get to 5 figures here. $10,000 is what this question is worth. Now that the test has reverted from a 2,400-point scale back to a 1,600-point scale, which of these represents a perfect SAT score in Roman numerals?
What a coincidence.
MVIC, CLX, MDC, XVIC.
MDC is 1,600, so I'm pretty sure it's that one, but let me look at the other ones. XVIC would be 16 less than 100, so like 84. CLX would be 160. MVIC would be 1094, so C, final answer.
Now, whatever a perfect score is at the time you go to college, you'll be getting it. That's right. Well done, Shiva. That's $10,000. Now, chance to double your money. Get to $20,000 with this question. There has never been a U.S. president whose last name has either started or ended with which of the following letters? D, P, Y, or I?
Well, I actually know all the 45 presidents of the U.S., so
Look at the shock on my face.
I'll be a little organized and go through them. So, there's George Washington, John Adams, Thomas Jefferson, James Madison, James Monroe, John Quincy Adams, Andrew Jackson, Martin Van Buren, William Henry Harrison, we haven't eliminated any yet, John Tyler, let's see, James K. Polk, hey, P is out, so I guess that'll be answer choice B is out, James Buchanan, Abraham Lincoln, Andrew Johnson, Ulysses S. Grant, Rutherford Burchard Hayes, oh God, James Garfield. Hey, we get rid of the D. So it's between Y and I. Chester A. Arthur, Grover Cleveland, get rid of the D again. Benjamin Harrison, Grover Cleveland again, William McKinley, great. McKinley gets rid of the Y, so D, final answer.
This is why I love this week. This is why I love Whiz Kids. You got it, that's right. That was awesome. That was awesome. $20,000. $20,000. You still have 3 lifelines. Stick around. Special kid right here. Welcome back. It's Whiz Kids Week. Shiva Oswal so far putting on an absolute clinic out here, up to $20,000. You're only 6 questions away from that $1 million. And again, all 3 of those lifelines still up top there if you need them. Let's get back to your game. You ready? All right, Shiva, let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Next question is worth $30,000, and here it is. Which of the following is not an anagram for the closest planet to the sun, nor subatomic particles the sun creates, nor all of space and time? Iron Tunes, Sir Venue, Topaz Ski Car, Curry Me.
Okay, so the closest planet to the sun is Mercury. So there goes D. The subatomic particles the sun creates are photons. I think. Maybe not. So all of space and time is like the universe. Or So that gets rid of B, universe. So it's between A and C, iron 2. What does the sun create? What does the sun create?
Just want to remind you, you still have 3 lifelines. You have Ask the Audience, you have 50-50, and you have your +1.
I'm going to use my 50-50 final.
Okay. Hopefully this can help us out. We're going to take away 2 incorrect answers. Hope for the best here.
That's not very useful.
That wasn't nice at all. A and C is what we're left with. Still 2 lifelines. You're at $20,000. And just to remind you right now, you'd be risking $15,000. You'd leave with 5. This is a chance to get to 30.
Yeah, so let me think about this deeply. Oh, C, final answer.
What just came to your mind there?
Oh, I think A is neutrinos.
It is. You got it. Okay, you're at $30,000. This next step is worth $50,000. It's the second and last threshold you can get to. So big step here. You ready?
Yes.
All right, you're doing great. Here's your $50,000 question. Which of the following countries do not border each other at all? Uruguay and Paraguay, Romania and Bulgaria, Afghanistan and Pakistan, Niger and Nigeria.
It's definitely not C. It could be A. Let me look at the map quickly in my head.
Just so you know, there really is not a map down there.
You know what? I think I'm going to go A. Final answer.
Risking $25,000. You didn't take much time there. And you had 2 lifelines. You still have 2 lifelines because you got it right. got $50,000. Way to go, bud. Look at that. Come on. Nicely done. All right, guaranteed $50,000, and now you're 4 questions away from $1 million. This could get fun. Stick around. Here's your question of the day. Though he's synonymous with thug life, who studied ballet in high school and starred as the Mouse King in The Nutcracker? Tupac Shakur, the Notorious B.I.G., Ice Cube, or Eazy-E? Answer to that question was Tupac Shakur. Welcome back. I'm here with Whiz Kid Shiva Oswal. Just got to $50,000. Way to go, my man. So you reached that threshold. That money is safe. You can't lose it. Now, you are 4 questions away from $1 million. And as we look atop the board there, you still have 2 lifelines. Ask the audience, and your +1, your dad is behind you, should you need those along the way in the next 4 questions. How's it feel?
Good.
You've already earned $50,000.
Yeah.
Have you ever earned that much money in your life working?
No.
I mean, you're what, 13 now?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should get a job. You know, you've played a great game, so be proud, but it could even be better.
Yeah.
So let's play. Who wants to be a millionaire? All right. Good luck. Here's a $100,000 question. If the Earth's 4.54 billion year history were condensed into a single year, Jesus wouldn't show up until New Year's Eve at approximately what time? 1 hour before midnight, 15 minutes before midnight, 1 minute before midnight, 15 seconds before midnight.
Well, let me think about this. So, 2,000 divided by like 4.6 billion is effectively 1,000 divided by 2.3 billion, which is 100 divided by 230 million, which is 1 divided by 2.3 million. So, 2.3 million, I guess divide that by 365. So 2.3 million divided by, let's see, that's about roughly 3.6 million divided by 3.65 million divided by 365 is like 1 million divided by 100, or so I know. D, final answer.
Shiva, that was one of the craziest things I've ever seen. Your math is spot on. You got it right! That was incredible! $100,000, Shiva! That was unbelievable to watch. You're at $100,000. When we come back, you are 3 questions away from $1 million. You think you can do it?
I'll try to take it on.
I think you can do it as well. Thanks for watching today. I'm Chris Harrison. This is Shiva. We'll see you next time. Welcome to Whiz Kid Week, where we're in the middle of some serious drama. 13-year-old Shiva Oswal has won $100,000 and is about to try for $250,000. Can this young genius keep climbing and put his name in the millionaire record books? We're about to find out. So let's play. Who wants to be a millionaire? Welcome to Whiz Kids Week here at Millionaire. And welcome to a very special day and a very special game and a very, very special young man from Cupertino, California. Please welcome back Shiva Oswal. It's good to see you again. Well, you have put on an absolute display. I've seen your math skills, your history skills. Oddly enough, the only thing that almost took you down was a superhero, Superman. But you got by Superman, and you have made it all the way to $100,000. I'm just curious. I know you're only 13, but what do you want to be when you grow up? What do you want to do?
That's a good question. Now, when I enter the job market, a lot of jobs that don't exist right now might exist then. So I can't say I'm 100% sure. But I'm probably going to major in computer science. And then maybe go to business school so I can make more money.
Something tells me you will invent the job that you will have. And then we're all going to be working for you someday. That's why I'm being so nice to you right now. Okay, so you're at $100,000. You really have played a phenomenal game. You are just 3 questions away from $1 million from winning this game. And by the way, I don't know how much you watch this show because you're so busy studying and doing all these great academic things, but very rarely do you get to this level and you still have 2 lifelines. Well, you do. You have Ask the Audience, and you have your +1, who is your dad, who's sitting behind you. So you're in good shape as we get back to your game, and your first question today is going to be worth $250,000. Are you ready to play?
Yes.
All right, you guys ready? Yeah! Very special. This could be it. Let's play. Who wants to be a millionaire? All right, Shiva. Good luck to you. $250,000 question is on the board. Certainly a bizarre term. A bezoar is another word for what? The end of a sidewalk, a cat's hairball, a wrinkle on a shirt, a round of applause.
A bezoar. I think I'm going to ask the audience final.
Okay. All right, audience. Very rare you get brought in for a $250,000 question, but you're here now. So pick up those keypads, enter your votes now. All right, Shiva, let's take a look at the results. See what the audience has to say. Well, not overwhelming, but 42% say B, a cat's hairball. Second place was D, a round of applause with 27%. And again, just to tell you where you are in the game, you're at $100,000. With an incorrect answer, you give back $50,000 and you leave with 50. There's a chance to get to 250, and you still have 1 lifeline, and that's your +1, your dad.
Well, it's a $50,000 loss, $150,000 gain. I think the audience knows what it's doing, but it could just be guessing.
You still have 1 more lifeline.
I hope they know what they're doing. Let me think. 100,000 isn't bad, but...
Well, you still have 1 lifeline left on the board. And yes, walking away with 100,000 is always an option. You can always do that.
I'll just call my +1.
Okay. Is that your final?
Final.
All right. Let's bring your dad down here. How you doing?
Welcome.
I'll have to tell you how impressive this young man is. He's had an incredible run. Can you help us out?
I wish I knew anything about the hairballs of cats. I've had wrinkles on a shirt. They've never been called bezoars. A round of applause for a bezoar that kind of sounds like a roar.
I don't think so.
Either. The end of a sidewalk, I've never seen that referred to.
Yeah, I think we should
so I would say my recommendation, to you is probably bank the 100 grand.
And that is the option. You're at $100,000, which is a lot of money. You can walk with that. And I don't have to tell the math whiz what the math is here. Giving back 50 or getting to 250.
But it's your call.
You know what? This is Vegas. Let's go.
Oh, out of the mouths of babes.
Let's go. I think I'll go B.
You're willing to make that your final?
You know what? B final.
It's a big guess and a big risk. And I'm going to let you know how you did right after this. We'll be right back to reveal the answer after this break. Welcome back to Whiz Kids Week. I'm here with Shiva Oswal, who just locked in on a $250,000 question. You locked in B, a cat's hairball. The audience, 42% of them anyway, went with that. You rolled the dice. If you get this right, you're 2 questions away from $1 million. So you took a gamble here and locked in B, a cat's hairball. Your dad wasn't so sure about this gamble. But you got it right! Shiva! You got it right, man! Way to go! $250,000! All right, head on up. Are you out of your mind? $250,000. Does that mean anything to you? You're just here to beat the game. You're here to win this game. And let me tell you about this game. You're now 2 questions away from conquering it. 2 questions. Next one worth $500,000. And then the $1 million question. And you are cool as a cucumber. I'm more nervous than you are right now. How's it feel?
What can I say? Oh my God. Well, it's been a journey. I'll say that.
You're the best. You are the best. Okay. Well, you were willing to roll the dice on that last one. If you're in the same position, it'll be interesting to see if you do it again for $500,000. You ready to go?
Yeah.
All right, here it is. $500,000 question is on the board. Though now associated with Barack Obama, who used the actual word change more than any other president in his inaugural address? Theodore Roosevelt, John F. Kennedy, Lyndon B. Johnson, George H.W. Bush.
Change. I don't think it's A. Probably not. I'd probably lean toward B, but only slightly.
So Shiva, Your dad's not here this time, so I'm going to play that part for a second. You're at $250,000. That is yours to walk away with should you choose. This is to get to $500,000. But if you are incorrect, you're now risking $200,000 and you leave with 50. Unfortunately, no more lifelines. But this is all up to you.
I think I know the answer, but I think I'm gonna walk. I think I'm gonna walk. Final.
Okay, well done. Congratulations. What were you thinking?
B.
John F. Kennedy. Well done, because it was C, Lyndon B. Johnson. So you walked away with $250,000. You gotta feel good. That was an amazing run. Thank you for taking us on that journey.